I think there are other sides, and there are other people who have done what I've done. I think it's interesting in that you see in one side of it a technology industry that's very innovative, very nimble, trying to adopt the latest and greatest of technologies. And then on the other side, in the financial world, you realize the importance of data, the importance of data security when you think about all the breaches that you've seen with Home Depot and the like. The integrity of the data and the security of the data becomes so very important. So what you'd like to do with sort of the latest and greatest technologies and the nimbleness of software technology and software development need to be applied in a way that becomes very secure and very rigid. And so it's an interesting perspective to have, because one group likes to fly as fast as they can. The other one is far more conservative in their nature. And it really is an interesting balance to try and find what is the right balance of both, right? You can't be so rigid that your security don't allow you to do business, but you can't be loosey-goosey either with how you deliver to the market. We wake up every day thinking about it at the end of the day, right? You try and hire great people who have great experiences. We just brought an interesting resource over from Unibank with a great security depth. I think that's certainly, talent is important in that. I think in addition to that, you have to stay up on the threats. You're dealing with people who they view it as their job to steal your data, and they're very, very good at it. And so you constantly have to be evolving your approach, thinking about things differently, evaluating what you did 6 months ago today may not be the same way you need to code it or you need to deploy it to be secure. So you just can't, you've got to be very diligent about your approach. You have to be focused on it every day. If you're not, you're going to have things missing. Very much so. I've talked to a number of people in the industry, and some of the thieves and the hackers of the world, they almost have an eBay of crime. I mean, they can literally, they're sophisticated enough in their methods not only to get your data, they're also sophisticated enough in how to sell your data. And they realize that every day that sits out there, it's less valuable to the person who wants to buy it. And there are these black marketplaces that are constantly popping up and down. I think it's a very interesting problem that the industry has, because there is this move towards personalization for the end consumer, but that requires you to have a set of information that you can use to be personal. And so every bit of that personalization requires some give from the consumer or from the business. And then you have the other side of it where you're trying to really sort of contain that personalization such that it doesn't become creepy or it doesn't become at risk. And so you're constantly worried about how can we tokenize the data, how can we encrypt the data, how can we protect the data, how can we make it, if they got the data, it is virtually unusable. Those are a lot of the tactics and approaches we try and look at.